Oh, beautiful. It popped up. All right. We are playing a very new, weird deck that I am calling the Ritual. So that'll be fun. We'll see how bad it goes here. Against a Traced, I've already lost a couple games to Traced on this deck, so should be pretty good. First turn, first turn. Not gonna be a great opening, to be honest. Should be able to sneak out one move, hopefully. Got up to 25. A little bit lower of a week. All right, 5 mana. 5 mana and nothing good. Um, I don't think it's worth it to put out the Occlute yet. Um, we've already. Oh, we didn't mana one. Okay, so we'll get rid of Occlute. We don't have a super good turn right here. I'm wondering if I should save the Corgi. Um, until we can actually combo. And we just anchor Parvati herself. Even though they pulled a Frankenstein, they don't have a permanent yet, which I guess they could play right now, but yeah, it wouldn't activate. All right. How is everyone out there? If you're watching the VOD, thanks for watching. Hope you're doing well. I'm gonna be making some bad decisions as usual this week here. Um, it's a shame that Tiny Jin is not an animal. So I can play the Corgi, and I can scout it, or I can scout Aron, but that really won't be worth it. So I might as well play Aron full up. What do you got here? You may put a card in your hand in reserve. If you do, target character gains 1 boost. It's pretty nice. Um, if I play the Corgi out, yeah, I think we want to anchor the Corgi. I think we'll just fully play Aron out. With how much mana we're at, I think it's fine that Aron goes into reserve. Traced though, man. So strong. Freaking hooked. Hey, there's the star. Um, we're kind of in a bad position now, though. So, if we get rid of the Dracana, we've got 2/5. Oh, man. Or do we not get rid of anything? We play the Dracana. We play the Corgi, that's 5. I mean, getting rid of the Simurgh would be the smart thing. But that defeats the purpose of the weird deck. So I think we got to do that. Damn. Damn! Not unfortunate for me at all. Mm-hmm. All right, we're gonna at least survive. So hooked could still be pretty unfortunate to me here. But getting the Corgi anchored is important. Ooh, all of the marbles is playing. Let's go all of the marbles. Oh, Kaifu has to go against Rhubarb round 1. We're gonna be 1 mana short of using the Aron and the Simurgh. Uh, I'm first though. Do we not mana? Ooh, woo, woo. Let's not mana. Because what we're gonna do is we are going to get rid of this nasty hooked. Because I think we can overstat the Amelia Earhart. And then if they don't deal with the clue, we kind of negate a clue. Or we negate their ability. Because now they just have to play. They just have to play it out. All right, what you got, Traced? If you control 2 or more landmarks I lose fleeting, you may discard a card from your reserve. If you do, you may discard target permanent. I haven't gotten any of my permanents. But it seems like they're gonna get a move out of this, which sucks for me. Hooked, man. Every night. All right, 9 mana. We need to get stuff out of our reserve if we want to play the Simurg. I'm sorry, Gus. I don't think it's gonna happen though. Freaking hooked, man. How many times can I say that? I feel like they want me to 5 and 2. I just don't have the mana for it. I let Gus down on this day. Do you have something to get rid of the Occlute in my reserve though? Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye to that. I'm sorry, bud. Oh, the issue now is the scout. The scout gets me more boosts, but I still lose. I'm not sure there was a better play really that would have worked better. Because the shroom's not a plant. This would have just been 2 boosts. Oh, it was interesting for a quick moment. I like this deck though. I think it's kind of fun. we'll keep uh we'll keep working on it. Now we get to the main event. All right, you know we have to see who's going to bed early out of the KRA couple. Fen versus Sierra. We see one of the otters out though. The main important thing here is when a card goes from your hand or deck to reserve, create a brass bug token. Boop boop. Fen is putting in some work. Rhubarb. Yeah, yeah. When a card leaves your reserve, I gain one boost for each card in your reserve. Sheesh. They both have Tech Lab unit. All right, Sierra first. I was gonna say, which one do you pick first? It's got to be the Foundry Armorer, though. When a card leaves your reserve, I gain one boost for each card in your reserve. Sheesh. There's a Martingale on the other side that does the same exact thing. Like, what the heck? It's the dueling of the similar uniques. Fen has a couple more things that they could do. Sierra has pretty strong options here with this Inari. Playing out the Twinkle Twinkle fully to put to sleep the Foundry Armor is smart. It's just gonna get bigger and bigger. But can Kaifu? The answer is yes. Can stave off the win from Rhubarb one more turn. All right. All right. If you had to buy the first round or your opponent didn't show up, remember to be very careful because since it's single elimination, it can just move on to the next game. No. Oh, interesting choice. Interesting choice. Do you let the Foundry Armorer live just because you want to see how big it can get, or do you have another one, or I guess you just put it to sleep again, and the hive was causing all of the bugs created to be boosted. Man, twinkle twinkle right here. Go so hard. Let's see how big this armor can get, though. Oh my gosh. Problem is there any way to... Is there any... Oh yeah, they played the otter. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Y'all about to see what's gonna happen here? Rhubarb can only sleep one more thing. Which is gonna mean there's just enough for Kaifu to win right here. Oh wait, what? I didn't read. Ah, my gosh, the Paper Herald does it too. Man, that's it though. Now that's it. Now there's enough for Kaifu to win. Oh my god. This deck is insanity. Wild. The twinkle twinkle though. But there's nothing else to play. So gonna be... Wait, what? Oh my gosh. The block. My god. This is just one shock after another. I was literally just about to say, "Oh wait, you can just discard the twinkle twinkle even though like there's nothing to discount and it'll boost up the paper herald." But I didn't realize it was the perfect amount to block. GG's. How wild. What a wonderful game to spectate. Absolute wild match. All right, now let's refresh. Kaifu moves on, has to go against all of the marbles. Ooh, Dexter took down Phobia. This is actually a top 4 upset right here. Can Dexter hold it out against Bijitak, though? We'll check in on Kikma versus Rinku. Kikma on the Fen. Rinku, what are you doing? Sigismar, no. Oh no, Bijitak. You can't let Dexter just get a free win. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Bijitak is so close to top contention. I guess we'll see. Looks like Rinku is going to win this match against Fen. Put a card in your reserve. If you control one or more landmarks, that's cool. Gives anchored. How did it get anchored? The Hatter. Ooh, Fen Festival. Fen Festival. I see. That's pretty interesting. Looks like Rinku most likely has a way out of this, though. And it's a license withdrawal from downtown. Alright, so Rinku takes that one. No, Bijitak. You can't let Dexter keep winning. Alright, let's see how Arthur is doing. We'll check in on El Wee Wee as well. El Wee Wee is currently the reigning champion. On the Fen. 5 cards in hand, no cards in reserve. Look at that boy, Amale. Uh-oh, did something happen to El Wee Wee? El Wee Wee's been offline a little bit. Game has ended. 9 minutes? What the hell? What happened here? Dang. Just seems like a bunch of double moves. Arthur just swept through that game. El Wee Wee, what happened? Alright. Oh yeah, all of the marbles versus Kaifu. Not trying to play favorites on stream, but all the other games are ending. What the heck? All of the marbles is playing Hydras out here in Fen? This could actually be very good against this deck from Kaifu. Oh, except for there's a boom right there. Uh-oh. Although Fen will be first next turn. Please, please, please. What is a little unfortunate is Repotter Otter is kind of decent for Fen. Fen could just be like, okay, I'll just put some things in reserve. I don't mind. Did El Wee Wee have to drop or something? Let's see. Oh, I'm still in the game. Maybe just having some connection issues or something. Bum 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 bum. I am terribly sorry. It's the third Hydra. Finally a hive. You may discard a card from your reserve. If you do, each player discards their hand and their reserve, then draws 3 cards. Man, all of the marbles freaking got some wild stuff out here. And it's a from anywhere. Why play Muna when you can just play Fen? When you roll one or more dice, you may return a card from your reserve to your hand. I think it's like Elwiwi is either busy or is having connection issues or something. My fan is barely blowing on me. I was wondering why I was starting to get hot. Hey, hey. A clue though. Demon orca doggy. Hmm. All right. Hope everything is going okay out there for you, El Wee Wee. Maybe just busy or connection issues or something. All right. So the winner of Laser Show versus Dexter is gonna have to go against all of the marbles. Looks like Amethyst Rock, who took me down, also took down 2 Iron Chains. Ben Kaizen is seemingly going to go against Arthur. And let's see what Laser Show versus Dexter is looking like. Siggy versus Traced on the or Siggy on the Monolith build, no less. No permanence yet for Traced, and double ahead on the Tumults, but not online yet. If you control two or more landmarks, the next card you play this afternoon costs 1 less. I had the rest of my coffee and now I need some water. Owie, owie. At least the Traced is online now. This Gatekeeper is gonna go hard though. Gatekeeper with the Bastion, the Carrier. No Grems in sight. Very unfortunate. GG, I can't do anything. All right, GG's to Laser Show. Laser Show now has to go up against all of the marbles. I'll go ahead and put you in the Arthur game versus Benzykin. And I'm going to grab some water. We'll be right back. Alrighty. What did I miss, guys? Anything insane? He already had 10 total and was 2 expeditions ahead. Yeah, that Monolith Ortis carrier combo. Pretty strong. And no Grims in sight for you. I'm assuming you run the classic. like one or two common, one rare. Oh gosh, what did we see in here now? Oh yeah, we're watching Arthur. If you control four or more characters, draw a card. If you control four or more characters, draw a card, but at dusk. All right. Seven cards, six if he chooses to mana, verse three probably. Cards go hard. Finally. Sandman goes hard right here. There are really good stats in the reserve still. And the Sandman does have zero forest. Ooh, the spy to get rid of the Chiron though. That hurts. Ooh, one mana, one mana. This we know that there's at least one more boost on the side of Siggy. Does Basira have something in hand? Isunboshi would go wild right here. Blade Dancer. Not so much. I think because of the split nature of it, I don't think there's anything that Basira can do unless they managed to have another rabbit, but even then, stopping the 4 water on the companion side, it's gonna be impossible. What you got? What you got? Oh, the skater. Still not enough. Because you need to block and or also double move. What's up, Argon? How you doing? Yeah, that's GG's. Doing good, doing good. GG's to Arthur. Let's take a look here. Kill the humans. Hey, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. We have a little bit smaller of a tournament today. Should be some interesting results to the leaderboard after this one. Oh, Amethyst Rocks took down Rinku. That's because Rinku betrayed Kojo and Basira. That's what it is. Can't be playing Sigismar. Sigismar's old news. All right, all of the marbles. Fen against Laser Show. Siggy. We got one Hydra already down. We have an Ortis Crier unique. If you control 2 or more permanents, create 2 soldier tokens in my expedition. We know that this is a monolith build, so that's pretty good. The other unique is non-token character joins, create a recruit, and when I go to reserve, create a token in your companion expedition. I gotta remember. I need to start a list of tasks I need to do. I need to remember to update the website. Always a million things to do. Let me focus in. I love Daedalus. Bliss base is pretty cool too. Twinkle twinkle. All of the marbles just being a menace on Fen. I love how he is able to get this far up in expeditions and have hydras in this deck. I am not going to be in Canada, no. Although my spirit, my spirit will be in Canada. We've been meeting with them, Blue and I, mostly Blue for now, but we have a meeting with them tomorrow. So but I don't even have a passport and I don't think they're going to pay to fly me out. So damn, look at all those recruits. Sebastian was just never able to get out. All three of my Ortis Bastions are in my last 18 cards. Go win the whole thing. Getting tipsy. All right, who's gonna be all of the marbles competition? Will it be Arthur or Amethyst? So far, the Traced is ahead. If the Traced here on Amethyst Rock beats Arthur, then I don't have to feel bad about losing to them. That's just how it works. I'm not sure. I don't recognize the name off the bat. Okay, so they have played before. Looks like their previous runs were not quite as long. So now they're making a tear for it. Jack Frost, though, very good against Traced. Arthur is not scared of the hooked. Hmm. Yeah. Hooked is insane. I feel like if Arthur doesn't have something to stop the hooked, it's gonna be played next. But also just stacking all to one side. It's like, okay, go ahead and hook something. Um which I've tried before, but it also just gives you a card draw as well. So like now they can hook the sleep one or they can hook themselves. Also smart. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Traceability not online yet though, but there is the Kellen cylinder. I was gonna say I just assume Arthur passes here though. I was playing a very weird Muna deck, and after a ton of failures, I think it's in an okay spot. It's at least fun, and that's the goal with Muna right now. Had work to do. Yeah, I'll uh, I'll be. I think I'll be doing that every Tuesday, maybe. Um, I have some other wonky decks that I've just been building. Well, every Tuesday until I get another job. Okay, I'm thinking about too many things here. All right, so perfect block on the hero side. Arthur does get the companion though. Traced just barely online. Must have had nothing good to put into the reserve, or I missed that they passed before they hit 5 somehow. Which doesn't really make sense because there's no sabotage, so. I want to make an Akesha deck as well. All right. I promise I'm paying attention. Oh, let's see. 8 mana. We got a Templar. Traced is just. I feel like Traced is one that is so hard to like plan against, especially when the ability is online, and especially with these two permanents. It's just like there's so many things that could happen. I mean, the Sap Sniffer alone can augment itself or augment the Amelia Earhart if they use the Kellen cylinder on it first. They can, yeah, put a Axiom Salvager in reserve and then play it and resupply and see another thing. Like, sheesh. Yeah, I just want to build like an actual Akesha deck and not something terrible like we saw consistently a couple months ago. Frog, frog, frog. Okay. The frogs, though. Frogs go hard. 2 mana, though, like I said, anything could happen. It's traced. They choose to add more counters to the Kellen cylinder, though. So pretty good spot for them to be in. They don't overload their reserve. They're gonna have Foundry mechanic here. Arthur's a very good player. Has been on Siggy for a while. And the newcomer in Amethyst Rock on Traced seemingly able to do very well. Although we've only seen one Sandman so far. Arthur's first, two Jack Frosts. There's Jack Frost. Decides to exhaust the Sap Sniffer. Seems like a good choice because they play the Foundry mechanic for stats instead of to put out another Haven or something. See what I mean, though? Axiom Salvager right here. Let me just get more cards. Oh man, did Arthur pull it out? Nope. Sap Sniffer. And there's still a Kellen cylinder available. Sheesh. I get distracted easily. I was updating an event. That's pretty cool. All right. So it's going to be Traced versus all of the marbles. Amethyst Rock versus all of the marbles. Okay. I got that solved. So now I'm going to lock in. Uh, Choosing to take the move instead of block. Going one for one. Oh, the resupply right into the first Hydra. Is there anything? I don't think there's anything we've seen from this traced that would interact with it anyways, though. And I'm not sure we saw any removal so far in the traced deck, so some very well statted cards here in the reserve for traced, but notably, this is the turn that can very easily be the Hydra for all of the marbles, and seemingly, unless Amethyst, I think have I been saying No, Amethyst Rock. Yeah, I don't know what I've been saying. Apologies if I said your name wrong. Uh, do they have booms? All right. I said that I was locked in, and then I started uh, working on stuff for the North American qualifier. But I mean, what I said was gonna happen happened. So, oh man, oh shoot, good question. Good question. Two Hydras on one side, but Traced is two advancements ahead. Honestly, pretty devastating to Fen. Just easily hook them. Oh, but here comes the Loki. That's gonna. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? It got all of the hooks. Every single one. Oh my heck. All of them. That's amazing. All right, let's save that. We're gonna have to clip that. That was a very epic Loki. Oh boy. All right, well, Unless Traced has one more, two more really, water. This is a very, very good turn. Oh, we heard you like frozen delivery, so we put frozen delivery in your frozen delivery. Do you use the quick action on this? See if you resupply anything else you can use. Would there really be anything in the deck that you could, though? Oh, we're about to find out. Maybe it'll be better for next turn. Huh? GG. I'm guessing they have nothing to answer the Hydras. I have no out anymore. do 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 do. That was wild. They did call GG's, but still playing it out, seeing how the game goes. Surprised they didn't go for the discount on the third Haven. Technically, all of the marbles could still play a Martingale right here, but they pass. Oh, the boom! The boom! They do have a boom. They have answers. I don't know why. Are they just going for the block? Yeah, they're just going for the block. They are first next turn, so the boom should be fine. I was just surprised we didn't see it. I guess blocking um is probably a little more important to do at that very moment. And then since you are first, you know you can do the boom. I need the hunger. There's a boom though. Wait, why no boom? What you cooking, Amethyst? These hydras don't even have tough. I guess at this point, if you only have one, and maybe you only have one in your entire deck, the hydras are already a little too big for it to matter. I do like that the sap sniffer can come out now, and it can augment the other card, and then it can be a target for the boom. Bum 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 bum. GG's to all of the marbles. Look, I was a competitor. GG's indeed. All right, congrats to all of the marbles. Amethyst Rock got some really good points. Might be in the top 20 now. Dexter might have moved further up. Runefolk did not wake up. So there's another possible upset in the points. But I will update everyone in the Discord as soon as those are updated and all of the other information comes out as usual. Thank you all for watching live or on YouTube. Appreciate you. And I'll see you when I see you. Have a good night, Argon.